My backpack was held together by duct tape, and every time I walked into the cafeteria, I could feel the silence spread like a virus around the tables where the elites sat. My name is Leo, and for the last 4 years, I've been the invisible kid at Northwood High. My dad works 2 jobs, and my mom cleans houses. So fashion for me meant whatever was on the clearance rack at the thrift store. Across the room, Jackson the School's golden child whose father owned half the city's real estate would usually toss a wad of cash at me, grinning while his friends filmed the humiliation on their phones. Buy yourself a real shirt, Leo, he'd bark, his laughter echoing against the cold tile walls. I never took the money. I just kept my head down, nursing my lukewarm water and the crushing weight of knowing I didn't fit in. But while Jackson spent his weekends at house parties, I spent mine in the basement, teaching myself engineering and robotics. I didn't have fancy tutors or expensive equipment. I had a pile of scrap metal and a dream to build something that actually mattered. The annual Tech Innovation Fair was the biggest day of the year. The prize was a full-ride scholarship to the state university, the only way out of my neighborhood. Jackson showed up with the project his dad's engineers had essentially built for him. It was flashy, expensive, and completely hollow. When I stepped up to the table, my hands were shaking. I unveiled a low-cost, portable water filtration system I designed using recycled plastics and basic physics. It wasn't pretty, but it was functional, and it was designed to save lives in drought-stricken areas. The room was silent as the judges tested my device. Jackson stood in the back, his phone out, ready to record my failure for his social media followers. But then, the head judge, a woman who had grown up just like me, stood up, tears in her eyes. "This isn't just a project," she said, her voice trembling. "This is a solution to a global crisis." I won. The crowd erupted, and for the first time, people weren't whispering about my clothes. They were cheering for my mind. As I stepped off the stage, Jackson blocked my path, his face pale with shock. "You just got lucky," he spat, his voice devoid of its usual arrogance. "My dad can just buy you out. Name your price." I looked at him, realizing he was terrified, because he finally understood that his money couldn't replicate my drive. "You can buy a lot of things, Jackson," I said, walking past him toward my future. "But you can't buy the character it takes to build something from nothing." I walked out of those doors without looking back, leaving behind the boy who had everything but understood absolutely nothing.